The 2012 American Cichlid Association Convention was hosted by the Circle City Aquarium Club in Indianapolis, and once again I did a crappy job of documenting the event in video. Here is my booth in the vendor room, where I spent most of my time. The vendor room was large this year and featured many of the companies that come every year, and also had some new faces that we're glad to see come on board as new sponsors. Here is the Kingfish himself, Ray Lucas, holding court with his display of industry sponsors. I am very glad to see that Ray has a lot of new businesses on board this year. Kingfish Services has always been and will continue to be a great asset to the hobby. Cobalt Aquatics is a relative newcomer to the industry, and this is their second year at the convention. The incomparable Heiko Blair was one of the keynote speakers at this year's convention. Heiko also set up a table in the vendor room selling his books and greeting people. Don and Brantley Berry were on hand with their plecocaves.com product line. Brantley was also in charge of the fish donations this year. Premium Aquatics, a well-established internet retailer based in Indianapolis, was one of the new businesses featured in the vendor room this year. Stefan Tanner, owner of SwissTropicals.com, continued his support of the ACA this year by providing Pour filters for all of the show and rental tanks. The ACA Convention vendor room would not be the same without Mike and Robin Shadle's Fish Factory Aquarium bookstore, or our perennial sponsor ZooMed Laboratories, who have been a sponsor of the ACA and the speaker program for many years. And we were blessed to have Steve and Nancy drive out from the East Coast with their South Central Cichlids product line. Hikari Sales USA has been coming to the convention for years. Carrie and Jeff Michaels of AquaticClary.com were here all week with their kids, selling products, fish, and helping out with the display tanks. The rental room was set up across the hall from the vendor room and was once again packed with an excellent variety of quality fish for sale. The rental room also featured a display of the Reef Aquarium store from Indianapolis, Indiana, one of the largest sponsors of the convention. The Reef gave a large cash gift to the convention to be able to bring in one of the best speaker dockets in years, including Heinz Boucher, Ad Connings, Anton Lamboy, Heiko Blair, Paul Loisel, Steve Eady, Sam Borstein, Horatio Solares, and the incomparable Charlie Grimes. Don't worry, Phil, I did not forget the biggest sponsor of them all. The United Pet Group, which markets the Tetra Marineland products, stepped up once again to donate all the show and rental room aquariums, all of the display tanks, and thousands of dollars worth of product. If it were not for the United Pet Group, the ACA convention would not be as financially successful as it is. The display tanks at the ACA conventions are filled with quality livestock from many donors. The fish are auctioned to raise thousands of dollars for the ACA's Guy Jordan Research and Paul V. Loisel Conservation Funds. All of the displays and donations were organized, decorated, and managed this year by Brantley Berry and Jeff Michaels. They worked their butts off on a difficult task. I know because I've done it before. This Marineland 150-gallon cube tank is filled with Lake Tanganyika fish donated by Old World Exotic Fish, Leif DeMason's company in Homestead, Florida. Leif has been a longtime supporter of the ACA and cichlid conservation, and this year he donated many fish for several of the aquariums. Each year I am impressed by the health, vitality, and quality of the fish that our donors provide. Just watch the activity of these cichlids for a moment. Remember, these fish were in boxes for 24 hours and then quickly acclimated to a brand new aquarium less than 12 hours before I shot this video. largest display tank was a 300-gallon behemoth donated by Marineland that was filled with Lake Tanganyika cichlids donated by Rick and Pamela Biro of Florida Exotic Fish Sales. This smaller display contains West African fish donated by me, Aquatic Clarity, and Rehoboth Aquatics. The plants came out of my living room display tank. The cichlids you see are a trio of Parananochromis gabonicus, and they are using one of my spawning pebble caves. For the second year in a row, the ACA Convention has hosted a kids' tank decorating contest. Children are given a 10-gallon tank, decorations, and fish. After they decorate the tanks, the best get ribbons and everyone gets to take their tank and fish home. This fun event is pure chaos, but I hope we do it every year. Thank you, Circle City Aquarium Club, for hosting an excellent convention. Next year we gather in Denver, and we're hosted by the Rocky Mountain Cichlid Association, who last hosted an ACA convention in 2004. Next year will be an event not to miss, and I hope to see you there.